I just finished playing the Callisto Protocol's final transmission DLC, and I want to talk about the ending. So halfway through the ending of the DLC, things started to become weird for Jacob. Like he literally went to a looping room, hallucinating seeing enemies that were not there. He started seeing writings that were not present before, and he started hearing demonic voices. Immediately I know that this can't be real. So I predicted that Jacob didn't survive at the end of the main game and were dying. So he hallucinated this stuff and all of them are inside his head. And I was right, because at the end it was revealed that he was dying and he lost half of his body and was barely hanging on to life. If it wasn't for Dr. Mahler's life support stuff, he would have been long dead. But Dr. Mahler didn't do this out of her goodwill. She had a plan. She wanted to expose this company, this place that she's been working, because at the end there, she had a change of heart. Jacob was her only hope because he is still connected to Danny. You know, the woman that we saved by putting her in the escape pod? Yeah, the transmission is still connected to her, so Dr. Mahler wanted to expose this company, so she sends the data to her. The problem is, it's gonna take a while. So she kept Jacob barely alive just so she could send the data to her. You know, it's a win-win situation for both her and also Jacob, though I don't know if that's a good thing for him considering that he has lost half of his body. Anyway, there's one thing that kept me thinking, and that is the end where Jacob boarded his ship. Now, it didn't much at first, but as I replay this and try to understand if there's a hidden meaning to this, it became apparent to me that what if the ending that looks like him reaching the ship is sort of signifying that the transfer of data is complete? What if all this time, the journey from where he started in this hallucination to the end where he boarded the ship was just a representation of how a data being transferred to another place? Jacob is the data, and the enemies that he encounters are just something that his mind put in order to stop him from reaching that goal. What if all of this are just a big data transfer being presented as Jacob reaching his goal? The ship represents Danny, and him actually reaching the ship means that the full data has already been sent, which is why at the end, Jacob can die in peace. The ending also confirmed two things for me. The end of the main game, Jacob sacrificed himself by holding off the hordes. At the end, Dr. Mahler called him and we then get a jump scare. Now what happened to Jacob could be 1. The main villain Ferris came back one last time and rips him apart, or 2. His body was ripped apart because of the hordes. You know, the one that he was holding on while Danny escaped in her escape pod. Whichever this option that we believe, it led to this condition that we saw Jacob at the end of the DLC. I don't know, I think I'm thinking this too much because I've been playing this a lot. I did record a playthrough for this game, just no webcam since I forgot to charge my webcam. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.